Artificial intelligence has transformed digital creativity, enabling the rapid generation of stunning visuals. However, as AI generated art becomes more widespread, many stock image platforms have responded by imposing strict restrictions on its submission. One of the biggest platforms is Shutterstock, which has prohibited AI generated images from being uploaded despite having its own AI powered image generator. This contradiction has led to widespread debate. Why does Shutterstock allow AI generated content on its platform but prevent contributors from uploading their own AI created images? The primary reason revolves around copyright concerns and platform credibility. While AI tools use massive datasets to generate images, many of these datasets include copyrighted works, leading to legal uncertainties. Stock image platforms aim to balance innovation with legal and ethical considerations. While AI generated art is restricted, there are ways to prepare and modify AI created images so they meet submission standards without violating guidelines. So, this video will break down the process step by step how to optimize AI generated images, convert them into an accepted format, and successfully upload them to stock image platforms like Shutterstock. So, the question that arises in mind is why Shutterstock rejects AI art. So, Shutterstock's rejection of AI generated artwork is largely due to copyright regulations. AI models are trained on vast amount of data, which often include copyrighted images. Since there is no clear ownership over AI generated content, platforms hesitate to allow direct uploads. Additionally, Shutterstock employs automated detection algorithms to flag AI generated images. These detection methods analyze metadata, pixel patterns, and common visual markers that distinguish AI art from human created works. Despite these measures, contributors can modify and prepare AI generated images in a way that aligns with platform requirements. This process involves format conversion, vectorization, resolution adjustments, and metadata optimization to ensure compliance. So, first of all, what you're going to do is generate an image without a gradient. The first step is to create an AI generated image using tools like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Leonardo AI, or DALL-E. When generating an image, avoid smooth gradients and complex shading. Shutterstock's AI detection struggles with bold, high contrast images with solid color regions rather than smooth transitions. The best styles to use include decorative 2D patterns, flat illustrations, black and white vector style drawings, and Memphis style designs. So, selecting the right style ensures that the image remains editable and can be successfully converted into an accepted format. AI generated images may lack the necessary resolution for stock submission. So, Shutterstock requires image to be at least 4 megapixels in size. So, use online tools like Upscaler to upscale images while maintaining quality. So, drag and drop the AI generated image, applying the upscaling process, and download the improved version. So, a high resolution image is crucial for passing Shutterstock's quality review. And after that, what you're going to do is convert image to vector format. So what you're going to do is stock platforms accept vector graphics such as EPS, SVG, AI formats more easily than raster images such as JPEG, PNG. So you're going to convert the image to a vector format using online tools like Vectorizer.io, upload the image, process it, and download the vector version in EPS format. So vector files are harder for AI detection systems to analyze, reducing the likelihood of rejection. And after that, even after conversion, vector files may not meet Shutterstock's 4 megapixel minimum requirement. So what you're going to do is open the vector file in Adobe Illustrator, or you can also use it CorelDRAW or any vector editor. Then you're going to resize the image while maintaining quality. And if necessary, adjust line thickness, remove unnecessary artifacts, and refine detail. And then you're going to convert back to JPEG format. So to finalize from the submission, you get to convert the vector file back into high resolution JPEG, and this prevents Shutterstock's AI detection from recognizing the original AI generated content. So you can use any online converter or design software to convert EPS to JPEG. So ensure that the final image meets Shutterstock's resolution and file standards. So what you could do is that the modified file should now appear as an original digital artwork rather than an AI generated piece. And once the image is properly formatted, the next step is uploading it to Shutterstock. So what you're going to do is give it a proper title and description. So you're going to use clear and relevant keywords that accurately describe the image. And you're going to use tags and SEO optimization, and then you're going to select relevant search terms to improve visibility. And talking about categories, choose the appropriate category based on the style and theme of the artwork. So Shutterstock reviews submissions within 24 to 48 hours. So if the image meets the platform's quality, original requirements, it will approve and available for scale. So while Shutterstock prohibits direct AI-generated images uploads, properly modifying and preparing AI-assisted artwork allows contributors to align with platform requirements. So by following these steps, adjusting resolution and vectorizing, then after that you could convert the formats such as we just discussed before, and after that you could optimize metadata. So AI generated content can be transformed into compliant digital artwork. So understanding stock image platform to policies and adapting to evolving guidelines is essential for any digital creator. AI-generated content is reshaping the creative industry, and staying informed about legal and ethical considerations is crucial. So the basic thing that you need to know is that AI-generated images are created using deep learning models trained on vast datasets of existing artwork and photographs. So what you're going to do is that platform's rejection policy is largely influenced by copyright concerns and ownership disputes, as AI models do not create in the traditional sense, but rather remix and reinterpret existing artistic elements. So to navigate these restrictions, contributors can modify AI-generated images to make them more compatible with stock platform requirements. So you could convert images to vector format, remove AI-generated metadata, and make it harder for detection systems to flag them. So additionally, altering elements such as color schemes, line thickness, and composition using tools like I just mentioned before can further differentiate the image from its AI-generated origins. And upscaling the resolution and converting the file back to a high-quality JPEG ensures that the final output meets platform submission standards. So these adjustments transform AI-assisted artwork into a format that aligns with platform policies while maintaining originality and creative intent. So that's it for today's video. If you find this guide helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tutorials. And let us know in the comments what's your take on AI-generated art and stock image platforms. So I'll see you in the next video.